Oh, whoa! Whoa! That's sick! What's up guys, it's Tai Fong. 大家好，我係方健泰. Now there's one place that is common around the world, pretty much in every major city, and that's Chinatown. That's something that I actually love to do, is check out different Chinatowns around the world. Now that I'm in Bangkok, I'm gonna go check out the Bangkok Chinatown. Let's go! That is awesome. It feels like I'm in China or Hong Kong, like a major city. That is sick. But like Tokyo or Hong Kong, like in the middle of Bangkok, you know? It's just so much lights and so much advertising. Everything's just so bright. And there's a lot of people too. The traffic is just completely jam-packed. There's like bumper to bumper. There's like Jackie Chan's movie Rush Hour. And of course, I can already see so many street food around. People are just selling stuff on the street. There's restaurants, there's bars. There's so much happening. There's all sorts of different barbecue restaurants. There's a lot of dine-in restaurants, kind of higher class. And then there's also those street food. Like just people just selling fruit outside and drinks and just skewers and barbecue. People just cooking on the street. There's all this Chinese writing everywhere. I feel so at home. I'm like back to my roots. I'm very, very impressed with the Chinatown in Bangkok. It totally exceeded my expectations. I really didn't know what to expect actually. I just thought it was kind of like a little street with some Chinese stores and food, but this is really something else. So much happening, so much life, you know, all this activity, so many people, all sorts of different demographics from all over the world. I can hear the Chinese music. I feel at home now. That's my kind of music. I feel so comfortable. I would live here. It's like going back home again. It is really something else. See, this is just one of the little alleyways off of the main street. I can barely move. You know, I'm pretty much rubbing shoulders with people. Woo! You see, that was some dangerous stuff, man. I almost got my eyebrows burnt off. My lens. Is my lens okay? Are you okay? I'm actually really hungry now after smelling all that food, but I really don't know what to eat. They're frying up some kind of, I don't know what it is. It looks very interesting though. It's like some kind of vegetables or something. Rice cake with radish, okay. I've gotten the rice cake with sweet radish. It's something that I've never seen before. I thought it looked really interesting because she was just cooking this radish on this big pan, just stirring. I didn't know what it was until I read it, because it just looks like a big bowl of mushed up vegetables and meat, but apparently it's just sweet radish, and then she's topped it with some minced pork, and then we've also got some spring onions as well. Look at my fork, it already broke. That's not very safe, is it? She's also put a little bit of chili on the side for those who like spicy. I did tell her I just wanted a little bit because I'm a weak sauce when it comes to hot sauce. So I'm gonna just mix it around a little bit. I'm gonna get one of these. See what it tastes like. Really never had this before. Never even seen it before. Actually very good. The radish kind of tastes kind of like chopped up mushrooms. Very interesting. It's a little bit salty. You know, I'm guessing she seasoned it with soy sauce and salt and stuff. It tastes like something I really want to eat with rice. You know, rice or congee. But I'm guessing this rice cake kind of just substitutes that. It's actually really, really good. Oh. Even the rice cake, nice and hot. She just steams it. It's kind of like rice. Or vermicelli, like a white noodle. Has no taste, it just has a nice soft silky texture to it, and it really goes well with this salty radish. It's listed as a sweet radish, but I'm guessing it's the type of radish. She's obviously seasoned it very thoroughly with all these ingredients, and it tastes really good together. Very interesting. You see all that? That's just the rice noodle right there, drenched in soy sauce. And then that sweet radish it's darkened. I guess it's been cooked for so long, it's kind of darkened with all the seasoning and all that. It's very good. Everyone's kind of standing around watching me eat now. Kind of watching me chow down on this radish. I think I created a line for this place. She should give me some commission. Cheers! I got this kind of Thai pancake that looks really interesting. It's not the traditional Thai pancake because over here they have different flavors. So I've got two different types. I got a salty one and a sweet one. Look like a little taco in a taco shell. Now I believe this is the salty one. This is some kind of pancake dough. It's like the flour. They just put it onto that hot plate, spread it around. They just put all these different toppings on it. I saw them put like some coconut, some sesame seeds. This is the salty one, I believe, and it looks like it's some kind of meat. I don't know what it is, but let's see. It's actually quite sweet, and I think the pancake itself is pretty sweet. The coconut and that little pieces of shrimp that have been ground up. It's actually a little bit spicy, and it looks like they've got cilantro pieces in there and ground up shrimp, so it is a savory. But the actual pancake itself tastes sweet, and it's very hot, nice and hot. Very crispy. Once I spread it out onto the hot plate, it's nice and thin. And then it kind of just cooks it, and it just makes it really, really crispy. And I put the toppings on top, and I just slide it from under, and then flip it over, which makes it like a little taco. Full of flavor, all different types of flavors in here. You got coconut, you got shrimp, you got cilantro, and I believe some egg as well. So it's like a pancake, a savory pancake with shrimp. Very interesting. I think it beats any Western pancake. Now on to my dessert. Now this one is, I believe, all sweet. Let's give it a try.
The major customer now is the US. So
Oh yeah, this is better. You see in there, see that yellow pieces? It's like shredded egg yolk. And then all that coconut as well. Oh, that is so good. That egg is amazing. What is this? It looks like a shallot.
one pack is like a...
Yeah, it's like a shallot. No, this is incredible. The crispy outside and then that stringy egg is nice and soft and warm. Oh. Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is way better. The shrimp one was good, but because it was so contradicting, it was the sweet and the savory together. This is just sweet. This is just a full-on dessert. That egg yolk is the star of it. It's like the Brad Pitt in the film. Highly recommend this. If you come here, look for the Thai pancakes. This is amazing. This is really good. Next. What's going on here? This place is jam-packed. I was wondering why, and I looked over to the right and there's a huge line waiting for desserts. So I had to try the desserts because it looks really interesting and it seems like they're famous for something. It looks like it's some kind of bread, and then they have different flavors. It's either buttermilk or butter chocolate, butter egg custard. So I had to get something from here, and it looks like they're famous for it. They look like they're the OG owners. These guys look like they know what they're doing. So I got 3 different flavors. So I had to go with the egg custard and then also a buttermilk. That sounded very interesting, milk in a bread. And then they have the butter chocolate one as well. This egg custard one actually doesn't look as runny. The other two looks more runny. Let's see what it's all about. Oh yeah. It's very similar to the Lai Wang Bao. The Ga Ye Bao is like a dim sum item where it's a dessert custard, egg custard inside, and it's just a very sweet, fluffy egg flavor. The bread itself is a little bit chewy, it's a little bit warm. Very good. That egg custard itself is just very nice and sweet and creamy. Very good stuff. Very good. Nice little dessert. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. She gave me a tissue because I'm making such a mess. Very nice lady from Malaysia. I think she was embarrassed for me. Continue eating and make a mess, okay? Now that I've got a tissue. So I'm gonna go with the next one over here. This one, oh look at this, a very interesting one. This is a buttermilk, so I'm guessing it's milk mixed with butter. Let's see what this is like. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, very creamy, very sweet. A little bit more milky than the condensed milk. Condensed milk is a lot more concentrated and a lot more sweeter. This is definitely sweet, but it's not as sweet as the condensed milk. So I'm guessing it's maybe the regular milk and they just mix it with butter and sugar because it's quite sweet as well and very, very creamy. Wow. Look at it. Look at it just oozing out. Look at that. It's like, it looks just like condensed milk but white. Now condensed milk is usually a little bit more yellowish. This is whiter. Nothing has disappointed me yet. But let's try the chocolate out. Now this is the chocolate one. This looks like a mess. That's probably what's so good about it. It looks like a melted Nutella. Oh yeah. Very chocolatey. It's like a Cadbury milk chocolate that's been melted down. It doesn't have the hazelnut flavor, so it's definitely not a Nutella. It's just melted chocolate, melted goodness right here. Inside a bread. Oh, the mess I'm making. I look like a 3-year-old kid right now. I gotta use the tissue that the Malaysian lady gave me. Thank you, Malaysian lady, wherever you are. The chocolate is actually quite sweet. It's definitely the sweetest out of the three. They're all very rich and creamy, but the chocolate one is definitely way too sweet for me. I would have to say, my favorite would be the egg custard. That was amazing. That's kind of like a Chinese dessert, and this egg custard one is exactly, tastes exactly like it. I think what's so good about it is that the bread is made so fresh here. You know, it's nice and warm, so it's really fresh. Everything's really fresh. I'm really glad I tried it. I'm glad that I waited in this line because it was amazing. It was so good. It really hit the spot. But definitely the egg custard, my recommendation. If you come here, check out this place. You probably won't miss it because there's a line of people just lining up, and you'll know because you'll be bumper to bumper to them. Hello! So I'm gonna clean myself up. And I'll see you later. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Bangkok Chinatown adventure. I had a really enjoyable time here and I hope you guys did as well. If you liked the video, remember, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. Until next time, you've only got one life. Live it! This is how you order, yeah? You get one of these forms and they have all these pencils here and you just write your name and then you just select which one you want. There's different types. There's a crispy and soft, there's butter crisp, there's cocoa crisp, but this is like the traditional one. And these are all the flavors right here and you just write whichever one that you want and then you just give it to them and then they make your order and then they will call your name out whenever it's ready.